Hey you guys, this is your girl Exotical Sauce coming back at you with another video. And I know I've been away for a while, like a week or so, because I've been under the weather. My voice left me for a minute. You can probably still kind of hear it a little. It's kind of raspy. I kind of sound like Patty and Selma a little bit, but I don't care because I had to get on here and just address this whole thing with this Lexus Exodus shit about biracial people being mutts and stuff. So I just had to get on here really quickly and say shout out to Gigi for making her video and the swift response that she gave. I really do like this video that she made because I do feel like what the young lady said, the other content creator said about biracial people is just a bunch of bullshit. I'm not biracial myself. I am monoracial, light-skinned woman. And even though I'm monoracial, a lot of black people do ask me what I am, ask me, what are you? And I get the stank faces and the overt hatred from a lot of black people because I do have a mixed look. Very keen features and light skin. So, and my 2 black parents and 4 black grandparents could not save me from that. They didn't care if I was monoracial or not. They still talked their shit. I was still subjected to the microaggressions just the same as a mixed race woman or biracial woman. That's why I would get so damn triggered whenever I would hear unambiguous black people talk about mixed race or biracial people the way they do, because I've been subjected to that same kind of treatment. And I noticed that you said, Gigi, in your live, the one that you just did like last week, you were saying that you weren't aware of any of the things that Christy was saying. But I'm just letting you know, Gigi, this is the same kind of rhetoric that Christy used to spew out toward biracial women, mixed race women, and light-skinned black women. She used to use the same rhetoric, calling biracial women mutts and, all this biracial light-skinned female hatred. It's the exact same rhetoric. And she went on for years and years and years and years and years. And this is why Exoticals United made her channel. It was to counter all the hatred that we got, the women that look like us got from the black, unambiguous black women empowerment spaces. And it literally went on for years. They had no smoke for the light-skinned and mixed race biracial men. It was all directed toward the women. So I noticed you said you didn't know that before, but I'm just, it used to be that bad. And it went on for years and years and years, from all of the Mademoiselle, Eloho, Chrissy, and none of them could ever address the biracial women in general's talking points in a thought-provoking or intelligent manner. It would always be a response with insults, calling the entire biracial demographic mutts or preferences, or even the term exotical itself, because the term exotical itself was originally a slur, or just something derogatory to refer to us, because black men called light-skinned women or biracial women exotic, and so they called us that name. And even Exoticals United herself says that's a dumbass name or a dumbass term, but she just took it and flipped it. And just like you hear a lot of like unambiguous dark-skinned black women, just even that term itself, the unambiguous dark-skinned black woman, that term itself came from separatist rhetoric by the black female empowerment spaces to separate, biracial light-skinned women from black women, or like the dark-skinned black women, black female demographic. So it's very separatist and very mean-spirited toward all of us. And I know you don't really rock with Exoticals United. I know you guys got your issues, personal issues or whatever. So, but one thing about it is that if any of the content creators have a problem with one content creator individually, like, I really wish that one content creator could be addressed personally for something that they've said or done, instead of just coming for all the exoticals or coming for all of the biracial people. Just, address that one person's talking points. And it kind of sucks too, because I had to unsubscribe to a lot of black female content creators that I used to really like Lovely T. She used to always have her little moments where she would talk about, like, Minla Stenbeck, for one thing. Minla Stenbeck is a biracial woman, and she was asked to be in the Black Panther movie. She turned the role down, and Lovely T just went on and on and on, rolling her eyes, and you light-skinned biracial women think you giving us something. You ain't gave us nothing. You probably was never asked to be in the movie in the first place, this and that. But then in the next breath, she would praise Obama as if Minla Stenbeck and Obama were not the same. Both of them are biracial, and they're black, white biracials at that. So I just thought that was hypocritical, because I would jump in her comments like, look, you're not about to sit here and keep throwing biracial people in and out of blackness. I've always thought of biracial people as being black. They're biracial blacks, multi-generational blacks, multi-generationally mixed blacks, light-skinned blacks. They're all blacks. They're part of the black community. A lot of biracial people are connected to their black side. They've been raised by their black grandmothers, aunties. They have black cousins. A lot of them have fully black or like monoracial black siblings through their black fathers. And they have ties to the black community. Biracial people have been around since the beginning, slavery days and everything, as abolitionists and civil rights figures, Black Panthers, all of that. So just to spew out all of this hatred when mixed race and biracial people have been so influential in furthering the plight of the black race in general, at least here in the States. And another thing that gets me is that Loho and Lovely T and Chrissy and all of them, they have ties to, I know for one thing, I don't know about Chrissy, I've heard she was Caribbean or something, even though Caribbeans do have have a history of slavery or being slaves too. But Lovely T in particular is Nigerian. She has a Nigerian first name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but she said herself she's Nigerian. Iloho is an African woman. I'm not really sure what nationality, but she's from the continent. And I find it funny how a lot of people who speak on colorism and Black American issues feel so passionate about Black American issues, but then in the next breath, people from that same nationality will call us slaves and talk about us like we really just ain't shit. I'm not saying this goes for all African people. I'm not saying that they can't feel passionate about colorism and stuff, but they have made a lot of money talking about it. When they talk about it, it gets a lot of women triggered and upset, but they offer no solutions to that problem, and they really don't address the subject of colorism in a responsible way by attacking an entire biracial, mixed race, or light-skinned female demographic, because all of us are not colorists, and all of us are not guilty of practicing colorism or dating men that practice colorism. So so I had to unsubscribe from Lovely T. I used to like her content and her commentary about the celebrities and things like that, but whenever she would get too far off talking about mixed race, biracial, light-skinned women, that was just a turn off for me, because you just can't help but wonder if it's jealousy or whatever. I hate to use that word that way and just throw that word around, but it does stem from, like, a lot of these content creators do have like a lot of male-centered or black male-centered talking points and ideologies and things like that. So you just have to wonder, where is this really coming from? Because in one breath you talk about how just the mere existence of biracial women, mixed race women, light-skinned women is a complete affront to dark-skinned women's existence. They act like we're victimizing them just by existing. And then in the next breath or the next minute, you're wearing biracial women's hair. You are wearing contact lenses to appear more mixed or appear more ambiguous than what you are. And I really wish that a lot of this stuff would just kind of go away, because at the end of the day, unambiguous dark-skinned black women started this shit. You know, unless women were minding our own damn business. Once EU downloaded clips of the things that Chrissy was saying, Chrissy decided to take all those videos down and put them behind a paywall. So you can't find the evidence of her saying these kinds of things, but she did say these kinds of things for years. I just wanted to get on here and give you a shout out or whatever. I started to get into your comment section and do it, you know, give you the shout out in your comment section, but I am an exotical, so I didn't know how you were gonna react. I know you don't rock with us or whatever, and I know you don't, you know, you and EU got y'all issues and stuff, but yeah, shout out to you for that. I really appreciate the video and appreciate you speaking up for our biracial sisters, because like you said in the video, you know, with that type of mindset, how are you gonna have that mindset about biracial people, but then you're a divester? So how are you fit to parent a biracial person, boy or girl, with that type of mindset? So I enjoyed the video. Shout out to you, whatever. And yeah, so I just wanted to show my appreciation.